What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Hunting Ghost 239. You already know what it is. The Call of Duty of this year of 2020. What I think of it and everything, all that stuff. So let me get on and forward with all these screenshots that I've taken from Twitter. So basically, we have the long sensation saying May of 2020, and what do we see here? Some dudes with helicopter and on ground. And then from Charlie Hintel, we got Welcome to May. Reveal for the new Call of Duty game should happen this month. What are you hoping for? What are you hoping to see from the new Treyarch game? I'm hoping for a lot of, well, not that many things. For one, I hope that the game itself, I hope for this game for itself, and I can speak out for the community on this one. I hope that this game does not turn out like Black Ops 4 on launch. Okay, I'm not gonna say like I don't know what you guys think I was gonna say. Everybody can agree with me on this. Black Ops 4's launch was so terrible. Okay, like it took a while for the game to be stable, but I hope that this new Treyarch game from Treyarch themselves actually makes this game stable. Because I don't want to play multiplayer zombies during the campaign, and I don't want the game to kick me out. I don't want the game to freeze. I don't want the game to have any issues on launch. That's my biggest concern, is just the launch being stable and everything. Because again, like it would really like Black Ops 4 did had the zombies and the multiplayer community. I think we had a really bad hissy fit at how the game was at launch, and then it took them a couple of months and the game is now stable and everything. And I don't want this new Treyarch game to be like that. I don't want it to be how it's not finished and everything, and that the community is going to be so pissed off at Treyarch for not finishing their game and everything. Like, I would be really upset too that the game is not finished, and like I would literally need to force myself to keep playing to enjoy it, but I don't want to do that because the game won't, be like fixed and stable how it is in itself. That's my biggest concern with this new Treyarch game. That I want this game to be stable, and there probably are going to be some bugs and glitches, but hopefully they can make it a minimum and not a shit ton a lot. So that's my concern about that. One, for the campaign, there has been a lot of speculation from the Gaming Revolution or DK Dynamite that they're saying that they're gonna go back to the Cold War, Vietnam era, that type of way. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Call of Duty, not Vietnam. It could be any title. Maybe it is Vietnam. We don't necessarily know. We need to wait for this month for Treyarch's or for Activision or Treyarch's announcement of this year's Call of Duty, which I feel like it should be moddable for 2. Remaster for the multiplayer, but hey, if they're not gonna delay it, then that's on them. That's on their own risk, and in my opinion. But yeah, for the campaign, I really don't know what to expect for this campaign. It can either be a reboot, how Modern Warfare 2019 did. It really was really successful. Infinity War rebooting it, and it was really successful. The campaign, for my opinion, like top 3 or top 5 of all time. This campaign is really nice and everything, and hopefully Treyarch can, I'm pretty sure Treyarch is making this into the same engine as Modern Warfare 2019. So we're gonna have some realism, blood and gore, and all that stuff. So hopefully the campaign will take into the Vietnam era of what happened during that time in the war. So for characters, it's either they're gonna reboot them or they're gonna bring back the characters. It's like a 50-50 chance that we're gonna have new voice actors for the characters, such as like Frank Woods or Mason, or it could be like new set of characters that can have some callbacks to the Call of Duty World at War, Black Ops 1 and 2, not necessarily 3 or 4. It's just ridiculous. For the name and title, it could be pretty much anything, but it has to have some callback to the original, or else this new game would just be kind of weird coming from Treyarch, even though they made Black Ops every single time. So yeah, for a campaign, hopefully it would bring back, well, it will definitely bring the era back of Vietnam and war and everything. I don't expect anything too much. All I expect is a great story, and hopefully it can be comparable to Modern Warfare 2019's campaign. Just like that. If it's like really good, just how Modern Warfare 2019 is, then I will have no other complaints or no other concerns about the campaign. If they do a great story like how they did for Black Ops 1 and 2, and I think they did World at War's campaign, but I'm not too sure about that. But if they made their campaigns great like that, then I have no problem with it. For multiplayer, I would want them to do what Infinity Ward did, because how they did the battle pass was great. I feel like they did a little bit better than Treyarch when they did Black Ops 4's version of it. It was really terrible and it's not good, but this is great on Activision's part as well, because the whole microtransactions thing is really bullshit and stupid. I'm glad they got rid of that and they did a battle pass, and I feel like Infinity Ward did it great when they included free content and everything, and having store bundles. So I really hope Activision is really setting the ground on that into future more Call of Duties, because right now it's really successful in my opinion. Some of the bundles are overpricing a little bit, but hey, they gotta make money somehow. And the battle pass, make it great. I kind of don't like some of the things that they do in Modern Warfare, such as the stickers or the sprays or anything. Ouch, I really don't like that. And second of all, hopefully they would put in your KD. I really don't like how they did with the whole watch being your whole kill death ratio. It's really stupid and dumb, even though the watches don't really serve a purpose, but they just are there for aesthetics. So hopefully Activision will just allow them to have them to let us have our KD ratio being up and display and everything. And for other stuff for multiplayer, I really want them, again, to copy a little bit of what they did with Infinity Wars on Modern Warfare 2019. It's really nice. I really don't like the whole limiting of the ping 10 or ping 12 system. Just pick a gun, and you can only put 5 attachments on both guns. That's pretty much it. Just genius. Perks don't make them overcomplicated. Same thing with tacticals and lethals. Don't make it overcomplicated or anything. It's just nothing. I don't expect too much from this for the multiplayer. Just take certain elements from the previous Call of Duty of what made it great and everything, and apply it on the new one. It's really not that hard. For maps, hopefully there are some great medium to small size maps. Sure, they can bring back some old maps that have not been remastered or brought back into previous other Black Ops titles, but sure, they can bring it back, like how Modern Warfare brought back Rust or Crash, and Shipment and everything. So yeah, hopefully the map sizes would be really great, unlike how Modern Warfare is with fucking Piccadilly. I really do not like that map. If they're gonna make large maps and everything, please make like Ground War good. Modern Warfare's Ground War is already good as well, even though I don't play it because I truly do not like it. But yeah, I don't have any more other complaints besides with kill streaks. Hopefully they don't have a certain amount. They could just go balls off to the wall and add in 20 different types of kill streaks or something. For field upgrades, I love what they did here in Modern Warfare with that. Hopefully they don't do the same thing with Dead Silence and tag inserts being like that, and same thing with the trophy systems. I think it's really stupid how Modern Warfare did that, but hey, if Treyarch can avoid doing similar stuff to like this, I feel like it will be fine. I like the whole armory with the whole weapon blueprints. I'm fine either way. If they don't bring that back or they do bring that back, it's really nice. And for Modern Warfare's Frankenstein thing, when you can do customizations, hopefully they can do the same thing. But same thing with that. But if not, then that's A-okay with me. Even though I love this feature in Modern Warfare, and I really want that feature to go on from it, but Treyarch doesn't do it, then hopefully they could do something with their weapons and how to make it stand out and look really awesome and everything. For anything else for multiplayer, hopefully they bring back map selection, map voting, because I don't like Modern Warfare really needs it badly. Because if they're gonna add in a lot of maps, they have to add in map voting, because it's just like, yes, there's so much variety, but I don't want the game choosing a map that I don't like playing. So please please, 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 Treyarch, let us have the freedom to map vote, or not Infinity War, Activision, please let us have the choices to pick our maps to play and enjoy on. Like, we're not asking too much of you guys, of anything. We will buy your games if you can actually please us. This is not coming from Treyarch. Most of the time, it's all down to Activision's fault of what they, or not Activision's fault, but like what they do. They will affect the game in any way, but yeah. But for zombies is really, it's, for me, I love the ether so much, and I kind of don't enjoy the chaos story. But for zombies, it's just that they can go on with 3 directions with this. I think I'm done talking about the multiplayer, unless there's something else. I will let you guys know in the description. But yeah, for zombies, I love zombies. I love the ether so much for the 10, 11, or 12-year story. However long it was. I know it was over 10 years that they made this incredible story. Even though some people don't like the ending of how Takachon was, for zombie fans like this, I think I cried when I watched that cutscene, because it was so memorable and everything. And it didn't go exactly how I thought it would be, but hey, it ended. Some people are not pleased, but people like myself were pleased of having this 10+ year story have a final ending, having an ending in general. But for zombies, it can go in 3 directions. They can start a new story. They can do that. And I feel like with the R, they gotta make it somewhat how they did long ago, having memorable characters with their funny lines and quotes, weapons, wonder weapons, perks, all that. Bring back the old stuff that made zombies great. I didn't mind having the customizations things, preset loadouts of Black Ops 4. I thought it was, a unique thing. I feel like they did it better than World War II's version of it. They can either continue with the chaos story. That's option number 2. They can continue on that. But I don't think they will, because I feel like right now, I feel like there is a small percentage, in my opinion, a small percentage of people in the zombies community that loves the chaos. And there's nothing wrong with liking chaos. People can like chaos and ether, or people can like ether instead of chaos, or people can like chaos or ether. If you're those types of people who loves chaos more than ether, then I don't know what the fuck you're playing. But yeah. But I don't think they will necessarily do that. I feel like they would just not continue it, because I don't think the community was pleased about it, even though it was new, it was exciting, and like the ending and everything. It was just, I don't know. It was just weird in my opinion. And yeah, it was. Will I ever see them continue? It's a possibility they could continue it with a new story, but that leads to my third possibility. They can reboot it, because 1, we have not seen Transit Buried Diaries Remastered. I mean, not yet, exactly. I'm pretty sure those 3 maps will be in the new Black Ops game, or whatever Treyarch's next title is going to be. But it's just that they can make it a little bit different. It can just be a reboot, but for those 3 maps to be featured, it could be, everything is in the Dark Ether, Monty, Shadowman, and then our transit characters. That could be, like a spin-off. It's just like what's inside the Dark Ether. It's just, 3 of those maps with their Victus crew. And then for them to reboot it, the story for Ether, it could go, in my opinion, it can go in many ways that Craig Houston and whoever is going to work on the story with him, it can go in many directions, but I don't think it could top off, in my opinion. I don't think it could top off what made the original Ether storyline great and amazing, those are my three possibilities of what Treyarch can do with zombies. New story, reboot it, or continue with the chaos. Those are those three possibilities. But we need to wait for May, and I think they might reveal it in like later on in like June or something. I don't know. I forgot how they did it last year, but I will, look into that and make sure how they revealed it during what months and everything, so I'll know. Okay, if we will get a campaign reveal, multiplayer review, or zombies trailers and everything, or they're gonna do all three, in one day and everything. It could be like that, but yeah, for zombies, I just hope for zombies that it would bring back the community together and have a great time playing it. I don't mind if they do a little bit how they did for Black Ops 4's customization. I feel like it was really great, but hopefully for microtransactions, just like please, like how they did it in Black Ops 4 was so terrible with the elixirs. It was so terrible, but they're gonna implement something along those lines to make a bang on a buck on zombies. So hopefully they do something different with the microtransactions, making sure that whatever they're going to use, gobble gums, elixirs, hopefully they can make them fair and balanced, and for anybody to use any of the gobble gums or elixirs or whatever the next thing they're going to do. And yeah, so that's about pretty much it on everything. Again, to reiterate, hopefully if they are going to reboot it, hopefully they can make it great as Modern Warfare 2018's campaign, or if they're going to continue with the story, which I don't think they should, but if they do, hopefully this new Black Ops story or whatever Treyarch's next title is going to be has some continuation, has some remnants of the previous Black Ops games. For multiplayer, hopefully it's just little things that Infinity Ward should already have done, but Treyarch can just not do those same things that Infinity Ward or did for Marvel for 2019. Zombies, they can go in either three directions, either rebooting it, continuing with chaos, or continuing with or making a new story for zombies. So for those three things, hopefully that could make this new Call of Duty great. And again, my only biggest concern for this next Call of Duty game is for this game from Treyarch to be stable, for everybody to watch. For everybody to play, and not having crashes or bugs or anything. Even though they might be, please, hopefully they make them into a minimum and everything else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if it took me 18 minutes now. Like, geez, that's a really long video. Let me know what you guys think about the Treyarch's next title of Call of Duty. What do you think about the multiplayer campaign zombies? I would love to know all that down below in the comment section for you guys. But if not, then that's okay with me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Senegos239, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is, and I will see you all lovely ladies and gentlemen in the next one. Peace.